Welcome back to our channel World of Coins, the place where we uncover hidden treasures in your coin collection. Have you ever wondered if that old coins could be worth thousands or even millions? Well, today's your lucky day. We're diving into some of the rarest and most valuable U.S. coins that might be sitting right under your nose. Let's jump in and see if you've got a fortune waiting to be discovered. Top 1. Imagine holding a coin that not only represents an era of American history but also carries a value far beyond its original face value. The 1971 Eisenhower $1 coin is just that, a rare piece of U.S. coinage that's become highly sought after by collectors. If you're a coin lover or someone who appreciates the thrill of discovering a hidden gem, this is the video you'll want to stick around for, because you might just find out that the coin you've overlooked could be worth far more than you imagined. The Eisenhower dollar was first issued in 1971, during the presidency of Richard Nixon, and it was a tribute to Dwight D. Eisenhower, the 34th President of the United States. Eisenhower was a revered war hero, known for leading the Allied forces in Europe during World War II and later serving as president during a time of great change. The coin was designed to honor his legacy, and it's interesting to note that it was the first U.S. dollar coin to be minted in nearly 35 years. At first glance, the Eisenhower dollar might seem like just another coin, but it's much more than that, especially when you understand the rarity of certain issues and minting errors that have occurred over the years. When these coins were first released, there was an initial wave of enthusiasm, but because they were produced in large quantities, most circulated widely, resulting in many of them becoming worn down and losing their original luster. That's why finding a well-preserved coin, particularly one with special characteristics or errors, can make it incredibly valuable. One of the most important aspects of the 1971 Eisenhower dollar is the fact that some of these coins were struck in a manner that makes them stand out among the rest. These particular coins, with unique features or mistakes in their production, are what make them so desirable to collectors. Minting errors such as double strikes, misaligned dies, or off-center strikes can drastically increase the value of a coin. Errors like these are extremely rare, and they add an element of uniqueness that collectors are willing to pay top dollar for. For example, a common error that can occur during the minting process is a clash die error, where the dies used to strike the coin unintentionally leave marks or impressions from the opposite side of the coin. These marks are usually faint, but they make the coin stand out as a rare piece. Imagine discovering that your Eisenhower dollar has one of these errors. It could turn out to be worth a lot more than you expected. Now, let's talk about the value. When it comes to rare coins like the 1971 Eisenhower dollar, condition is everything. A coin in excellent condition, especially one that has been preserved and kept in pristine form, can fetch a hefty price. But when you add minting errors or unique characteristics into the equation, the value skyrockets. A 1971 Eisenhower dollar coin, especially one in great condition or with an error, could be worth $104,000. Yes, you heard that right, $104,000. That's the magic of coin collecting, finding something that, on the surface, might seem ordinary but turns out to be extraordinary. Coins like the 1971 Eisenhower dollar are an exciting part of American history, and their value is only growing as time passes. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, this coin could be the key to unlocking a whole new world of rare treasures. If you've got an Eisenhower dollar in your collection, or if you come across one in the future, take the time to really look at it. Check for any signs of minting errors, unique features, or anything that sets it apart from the rest. You could be holding a rare piece of history that's worth a lot more than its face value. In fact, it could be worth $104,000. In the world of coin collecting, it's all about the hunt. It's about finding those rare pieces that tell a story and hold significant value. The 1971 Eisenhower dollar is one such coin, with its rich history, potential errors, and increasing rarity. So, don't just pass by these coins without giving them a second glance, because you might just discover that your seemingly ordinary coin could turn into an extraordinary fortune. Top 2. Have you ever wondered if the coins in your pocket could hold more value than their face value? Well, today we're diving into a coin that might just surprise you with its worth, the 1972 Eisenhower $1 coin. This coin is not just a simple piece of currency, it's a rare collector's item that could potentially change your financial future. So, if you're a coin lover or someone who enjoys finding hidden treasures, you'll definitely want to keep watching. The 1972 Eisenhower dollar was issued to commemorate President Dwight D. Eisenhower, one of the most influential figures in U.S. history. Eisenhower was not only a general in World War II but also served as the 34th president, guiding the nation through the 1950s and early 1960s. The coin was designed to honor his leadership and contributions to the country. The Eisenhower dollar was unique because it marked the return of the dollar coin to the U.S. Mint after a long absence. At first glance, the 1972 Eisenhower dollar may seem like a standard coin, but what makes this coin truly exciting is its rarity and the potential for minting errors that can drastically increase its value. While many of these coins were minted in large quantities, not all of them were created equally. Over the years, the minting process has resulted in a number of rare errors that make certain versions of this coin highly coveted among collectors. One of the biggest factors that can increase the value of a 1972 Eisenhower dollar is the presence of a minting error. Coin collectors are always on the lookout for coins with mistakes, things like double strikes, die cracks, or off-center strikes. These small imperfections are what make a coin stand out from the rest and drive its value up. Even a minor error can make a coin worth a lot more than its original face value. For example, one of the most sought-after varieties of the 1972 Eisenhower dollar is the double die error. This occurs when the coin is struck twice, causing some of the design elements to appear double. It's a fascinating mistake, and one that can make your coin incredibly valuable. Coins with such errors can fetch high prices, with some of these rare $1,972 reaching tens of thousands of dollars at auction. The beauty of finding a coin like this is not only the historical significance but also the excitement of discovering a true rarity. Another factor that makes the 1972 Eisenhower dollar even more interesting is its size and design. The coin is larger than most other U.S. coins, and its bold design stands out with the image of President Eisenhower on the front, while the reverse features an eagle landing on the moon, a tribute to the space program during that time. This makes the coin an important piece of American history, celebrating both the achievements of the past and the progress of the space race. Now, you might be wondering just how much a 1972 Eisenhower dollar can actually be worth. Well, the answer depends on several factors, but when it comes to certain versions of the coin, especially those with minting errors or in pristine condition, the value can skyrocket. Coins with no errors but in great condition can be worth a few $100s, but for those rare varieties with double dies or other errors, the price can soar. A pristine, error-free coin in mint condition could easily be worth $95,000, yes, that's right, $95,000. Imagine holding a coin worth that much. For coin collectors, this is a dream come true. Whether you're new to collecting or have been in the hobby for years, the 1972 Eisenhower dollar is a coin you should definitely keep an eye out for. So, the next time you come across an Eisenhower dollar, take a closer look. Check the Mintmark, inspect the coin for any potential errors, and make sure to verify its condition. What may seem like just another dollar coin could be a treasure that could change your life. With the possibility of finding an error, like a double die or other rare mistakes, you could be holding a coin worth $95,000. In the world of coin collecting, rarity and condition are everything. The 1972 Eisenhower dollar is one of those special coins that combines both historical significance and the excitement of finding a rare, valuable piece. So don't underestimate the coins you find, one of them could be worth far more than you ever imagined. Keep collecting, keep searching, and who knows, you might just discover your own hidden treasure. Top 3. If you're a coin enthusiast, you're in for a real treat today because we're about to talk about a coin that could be hiding in your collection, waiting to bring you an incredible return. It's the 1974 Eisenhower $1 coin, and trust me, you'll want to know why this particular piece of U.S. history is so special and valuable. So, grab your magnifying glass and pay close attention. This is a coin you don't want to miss. The Eisenhower dollar was first released in 1971, and it quickly became a symbol of an era, paying tribute to President Dwight D. Eisenhower, a man who not only led the nation through a pivotal time in history but also served as a hero during World War II. The 1974 Eisenhower $1 coin is part of this series and continues to capture the imagination of collectors today. It was part of the U.S. Mint's effort to commemorate his legacy and honor his contributions to the nation. Now, you may think, what makes the 1974 Eisenhower dollar so special? Aren't there tons of them out there? Well, you're right, there were millions of these coins minted. But here's the twist, the 1974 version, especially those with specific characteristics, are more valuable than you might think. You see, many of these coins were produced in such large quantities that they became widely circulated and eventually worn down. As a result, most of the 1974 Eisenhower dollars are pretty common and have little value beyond their face value. But that's not the whole story. The key to the true value of this coin lies in a few rare varieties and minting errors that have captured the attention of collectors. For starters, one of the biggest factors that can boost the value of this coin is its condition. A 1974 Eisenhower dollar in pristine, uncirculated condition is already much more valuable than a worn-out one. However, that's just the beginning. When you add in a minting error or a rare variety, the coin's worth can increase dramatically. For example, one of the most sought-after versions of the 1974 Eisenhower dollar is the double die variety. This happens when the coin is struck twice, creating a clear doubling effect in the coin's design. The result is a stunning, slightly distorted image, particularly on the lettering or the date. It's not always easy to spot, but if you find one, it's worth far more than the average coin. These double die errors can increase the value of the 1974 Eisenhower dollar substantially, but there's more. Another thing that adds to the appeal of the 1974 coin is its historical significance. This was the year when the U.S. was going through major changes, the end of the Vietnam War, the resignation of President Nixon, and the beginning of new political and economic shifts. Coins like the 1974 Eisenhower dollar serve as a time capsule, holding memories of a fascinating period in American history. For collectors, owning a piece of this past is something special in itself. Now, let's talk about the money part, the exciting part that we're all curious about. What's the 1974 Eisenhower dollar worth? While most of these coins may be worth only a few dollars or even less, the ones with minting errors, those in top condition, and rare varieties can command a premium price. And if you've got a coin with a significant flaw, like the double die error, you could be looking at a much higher value. Hold on to your seats because here's the real kicker, the price for a rare, error-free, or unique 1974 Eisenhower $1 coin can reach $85,000. Yes, $85,000. That's a lot of money for a single coin, and that's why coin collectors are so passionate about finding these hidden treasures. Imagine finding a 1974 Eisenhower dollar in your collection or at a coin shop that has one of these rare errors or is in near-perfect condition. With the right eye and a little bit of luck, you could be sitting on a small fortune. It's incredible how a small, often overlooked coin can turn into a goldmine with the right characteristics. So, if you're a coin lover or just someone who's starting to get into the hobby, make sure to check your 1974 Eisenhower dollars carefully. Look for those minting errors, check for pristine condition, and don't overlook the possibilities. You could very well have a coin worth $85,000. In the world of coin collecting, it's all about finding those hidden gems that others might miss. The 1974 Eisenhower $1 coin is one of those rare coins that could change your life if you find the right version. So, take a closer look at the coins you own, and who knows, you might just be the next lucky collector to strike gold with a coin worth $85,000.